Okay, are we live? All right, listen up, guys. I will not be here. I'm moving countries to Australia. For those of you that don't know, all right, I will not be here during the Thursday trial. So I'm going to teach you guys how I construct a trial build. Now, this is not for flawless clearing the trial. This is just to clear the trial as easily as possible. Okay, I'm going to show you how I build those builds. All right, step one. Let's imagine that the Bloodshot Shroud on the Blaze works because it's literally the highest challenge in the game. Let's imagine that that is the trial this week. All right, for trials, Discipline or Tempest is usually the ideal choice. I'm going to show you how to make a Discipline style build for this. Okay, the Bloodshot Shroud, we start with the weapon. All right, we know that the Bloodshot Shroud is an umbral creature. So first, to counter an umbral element, all right, we want to look for the Chronivore Chain Blades, all right, and we'll bond it to whatever has an offensive perk. Now, the Bloodshot Shroud has the unique effect of getting Aether Charge pretty... unlike the Shroud, it doesn't get Aether Charge that easily. It goes enraged. So we're going to use Fangs of Dawn instead to save on the Cunning perk, okay? So we start out with +3 Cunning. Don't worry about the rest of the perks, they're just placeholders. Next, before you even do anything else here, make sure your special is Reaper's Dance, mod Hurricane Blades, pretty standard for the trials, okay? And make sure your chain blades look sexy as fuck. So, here we go. All right, I always leave the 2 weapon slots blank first. Why? Because you don't touch them. Your lantern, if you can counter the element, that'll be the ideal lantern, but a lot of the time, people just use Skarn's Defiance with Catalyst. All right, why? This provides you with extra shielding to survive. Catalyst cell here. Now you need another slot with a catalyst cell. The common choice is the Time Weave leggings, all right? Oh wait, shit, did I remove my camera yet? No, sorry. Okay, let's remove my camera to make this process easier. My bad. For those of you that didn't watch this point, you guys are fucking idiots, all right? There's a lot of people that start complaining about the camera. Don't fucking complain about the camera. I'll slap the shit out of you. Anyway, all right. Time Weave leggings is usually my choice, but note, if we're going against an umbral creature, Time Weave leggings cannot be used because you'd be taking additional damage. So you're going to want something else here. So let's not use that. We'll just put a placeholder in. Okay, let's rejig our mindset. If we were to use Thrax, we would get Catalyst, but we'd have an Insight slot. This is not ideal. Okay, this is not ideal. Why? Because you don't want an additional Insight slot if you can help it. So we'll try now making it with Dark Watch, which is the Shrouds, okay? This puts our Cunning at +6, which we want, and allows us a very valuable power slot for Berserker. This is important, okay? Throw that in. Now, chest piece. What can we do here? The Chain Blades make good use of Adrenaline, all right? So we'll probably want something like that. Other options for defense against Umbral would be Mantle of the Rift, which comes with Conduit, but a Lantern slot. And Thrax's Shadow, which comes with Cunning, which we don't need. So we'll go with the Scravewing Jacket and throw in an Adrenaline cell here. Next, down the bottom, we need something to defend against Umbral if possible. We have Striders of the Rift, which comes with Conduit. So it's not it is a bit of a wasted perk, but you can throw in an Endurance cell here, which again benefits the Chain Blade. So you've got that there. Next, on the gloves, you want Predator as much as possible. Why? Because in order to finish trials, you need to be dodging attacks and taking the minimal number of hits to do it in the fastest time possible. So Malkurion's Grasp, we'll put in Predator. Do we have any other options Umbral-wise? We have Dark Embrace, which comes with Medic and a Lantern slot. Totally useless. That would be 2 dead perks. We don't want that. Gauntlets of the Rift comes with Evasion and a Alacrity slot, which we could use with Endurance, but it's a wasted Evasion perk, so we don't want that. So back to Malkurion's Grasp with Predator. And I don't think there's anything else we could utilize here. Oh, there is the Thrax's Embrace, but it comes with 9 lives. Again, wasted perk, although you could put in a valuable Berserker cell there. Now, this is the best possible setup for armor. Okay, now you've got to fit the rest into your weapons, all right? First of all, Catalyst is your priority. It must get to +6, so we're going to throw in Catalyst here. Normally, I would try to put Catalyst in one of the armor slots, but as a last resort, put it into your weapon. This leaves you with 1 more armor slot. Normally, I would use something like Parasitic. Why? Because it gives you just that extra little bit of lifesteal and also defense. In trials, Parasitic should not be underestimated, but if you feel that you don't need defense, all right, then fine. Berserker can be another good choice, or you could end up with another endurance slot here to leave Berserker at +3 because the next benefit is only another 15% extra damage. You could get even more endurance out of it, giving you more stamina, dodge, stuff like that. While this is not the ideal setup, I can only show you the process that I go through while creating these types of builds. Okay, we'll now go to the hunting grounds and you're going to experience a video cut here. Why? Because I'm going to try and get the highest possible Bloodshot Shroud before shooting the rest of this video. Okay, I hope that this has been informative. Let's go see it in action. All right, we finally got a level 24 Bloodshot Shroud. So this is the only way I can replicate the trial, so I sincerely apologize for this, okay? Now, before trials begin, always take your potions, all right? So I've taken that now, and just to show you that there's no hanky-panky, this is the exact same build, all right? That you guys would have seen us construct, okay? Exact same perks in here. All right, let's get back into it. Now, I wasted a bit of potion time, but with the trials, the biggest and most important thing that you always want to remember is countering and dodging. If you're unsure, all right, try not to take a hit because you'll be losing out on Predator. And if you do take a hit, well, that's what your counters are for. That's what your Discipline's counter is for. If you don't, feel free to take a potion if you can. All right, but there's usually no way that you will stagger a Trials Behemoth this easily. All right, I'm just here to demonstrate to you how fast we can actually kill in the trials. Now, this should roughly take us about, hopefully, 3 minutes. There, if it's more, then I do apologize. But you want to watch your potions timings very, very carefully. And pretty much like with all trials, please be very, very careful about how you kill things. All right. Now, on this one, I don't have any parasitic. All right, so I'm desperately using my potions to keep up. But in that case, I'm going to be in serious trouble. So you've got to be very, very careful when you're using a trial build, what kind of build you eventually do. Because you cannot revive or die during the trials. Keep that very, very clear in your mind. All right, you also don't have any Aether Vents, so that'll impact upon you. Try to keep some stamina ready, all right, in case shit goes pear-shaped. And honest to God, the best way to really handle these trials is to just keep swinging as much as you possibly can. All right, when something is staggered, like if you can, take your potions as soon as possible, but if not, try to get close to a stagger or stagger the behemoth, and then from there on you'll be able to properly run your potions. Now, here's another important thing about trials. You will want to, with all due haste, all right, you want to try, and if you get hit by an Umbral Orb, by the way, this is why Chronivore against like this thing, I would counter it with the orb itself. Now, unfortunately, we died there. Why? This is the danger of trials. You would have to reset under normal circumstances, all right? This is why it's imperative that you do not make mistakes in trials, because that one mistake there, see? When you had the double damage buff, the double damage debuff from the Discipline Omnicell, you died, all right? This is something you have to be very cautious of in trials, all right? So although you finish it fast, you might die. Again, you can run again in trials, but okay, that wastes your time. That wastes a run, right? Now, for the sake of this exhibition, I'm going to show you all factors and counters like I just did there, because this is all you're going to have. I don't know what the trial will be this week, so I cannot prepare a trial build for you while I'm moving. But I hope that this will help to demonstrate to you the dangers of a trial build and how you need to literally pay very, very close attention to what's going to happen, because if you don't, you're going to be the one that gets screwed over. All right, sometimes I'll even use my Chainblade special to dodge in a trial, because that's just how dangerous it can be. All right, now the kill only took roughly about 3/4 minutes, but you got to understand that this is how trials will be. Build to counter as best you can, but also be aware that you have to prevent death at all costs. Don't rely on something like the legendary ability here, because like you saw there, as soon as the shield faded, I took a hit while the discipline stack was on, and I'm just dead, you see? So trials can be very complex and difficult, but if you follow the principles of building, run it as many times as you need to, you will get good. The main thing is don't take hits during Dauntless trials. That's very, very important, okay? I know I couldn't do a fully proper demonstration, but I hope that this helped. I've also made dozens of trial videos in the past. If the behemoth this week happens to be one of the old ones, maybe consult an older build video for that. Okay, I hope it helps. Thank you so much. I will see you guys on the next video. Like, share, subscribe, do all the usual. If you want to support me while I'm gone with a membership tip, y'all know what to do, okay? I'll catch you on the next one.